Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Ruchar Kodash, the wonders of the apostles and the elders, great millstone, double salutations to the hopeful elect that's pushing this word true and sincerity to the Akim and to the Akim out there that's doing the work of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and out there in the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you brothers, man, and shalom to you speckled bird Akim as well that puts in his word true and sincerity. Shalom to you brothers. Yeah, I want to do a lesson, man. A government shutdown is inevitable. A government shutdown is inevitable because very soon, there's going to be a government shutdown. Lord willing, it happens, man. As soon as a government shutdown happens, the sooner we're almost out of here, man. Lord willing, DTA about soon, man. But I'm going to play this video.
As you guys know, it's basically official that the government will shut down on October 1st since they can't come up with a budget. But we had a congressman on TikTok tell us the truth that they're really just doing this for funsies. The problem is when the federal government shuts down, it's not what you guys think where all money in the world in the United States ceases and then we all just, go broke. Basically, all government employees will not be receiving their paychecks. You will be working for the free ski. So federal agencies will shut down or deem what is unnecessary for. So I seen somebody comment, so do that mean the FBI not checking up on fraud? What's your problem, bro? But basically, whatever they deem unfit, the agency will either be shut down or they'll have to make some cuts until, they're back up and running. The longest one we had, I think, was 35 days, and that was under Donald Trump. So let's see how long this one goes for. I'm not gonna lie, I know a lot of y'all not going to work on October 1st if you're a government official or a government worker. As you guys know,
and that's in the scriptures, people losing their jobs. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that in the book of Isaiah. Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah. Book of Isaiah, chapter 19. In verse 15. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 14. Oh, Salakia. Book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So a lot of people gonna be losing their jobs out here, man. People, because when it comes to that, people ain't gonna just gonna be working for free. That sounds ridiculous. Ridiculous as it sounds, a lot of people ain't gonna be doing that, man. You must be one hell of a fool if you used to work for free. And when it comes to that, a lot of people just gonna walk out the door, man. They just gonna quit their jobs, cause the whole point of having a job is for you to get paid, right? So these people ain't working for free. They ain't gonna do that shit. And once that happens, a economy shutdown happens. Once people start losing their jobs, the businesses start to shut down. Businesses start to shut down. Stores start to shut down. And there's a economy starting to crumble, and that's what's going to happen, man. This society is going to crumble, man. And Lord willing, this happens as soon as possible. Lord willing, it happens to the max. Lord willing, because sometimes these devils like to put certain lies out there. Like there was a article that said that the White House. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it real quick. There was an article. Let me see. Yeah, it says, where is that, Salakia? No, that's not it. Yeah, here it says, House passes bill to keep government open for 45 days. Let me see where it's at. So basically, they just sent a bill to so-called keep the government from shutting down, so-called. You know, Esau likes to put certain lies out there, knowing damn well his kingdom's starting to fall. I'm gonna get a scripture. Book of Isaiah, the 46th chapter, or the 47th chapter, verse 11. No, it's lucky. Let's see. That's not it. It's probably Isaiah 46. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10. I'm gonna highlight it. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. That's right. So Yahweh Shah is going to declare the end. We're declaring the end from the beginning, and we're living at the end, man. You know, Lord willing, things start to speed up. Lord willing, things start to speed up. Because if we was to continue being here, no flesh or hate would be saved. So we praying to Yahweh Shah to speed up these prophecies. So the elect can rule the world. So Esau can be taken out of power. So his kingdom can fall, man. Because his kingdom is ruled in wickedness, man. But we gotta wait patiently. We can't, we can't. We gotta wait patiently on Yahweh Shai. But we're declaring the end, man. Declaring the end from the beginning. Because America, Babylon the Great, is starting to fall. And you see as it falls. And get that scripture in due season. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 39, verse 16. All the works of the Lord Yahweh Shai are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season. That's right. So everything that the Lord put out is going to be accomplished in due season, man. So these prophecies are going to happen in due season. So these prophecies are going to come, man. These things are going to come. It's going to come in due season. We don't know when Jacob's trouble is going to fully escalate to its full potential. But we're in the starting stages of Jacob's trouble, man. But once Jacob's trouble happens, Jacob's trouble is basically all hell breaking loose. When it's going to be tanks rolled out in the streets, when people are going to be going to these grocery stores, buying up all these foods, a lot of people are you're going to see very horrific things in Jacob's trouble, just like you see in these apocalyptic movies. It's going to be in reality, but 10 times worse, man. Jacob's trouble is going to be one of the worst times in our history, man. It's going to far exceed. Matter of fact, let me just get it. Matter of fact, let me grab Daniel 12:1. Where is it at? Book of Daniel. Yeah, Book of Daniel. Slocky, I just had it. Book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And the reason at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's right, man. So Jacob's trouble is the time like never before. A time like never before, man, when all hell is gonna break loose, man. And we're living in them times, man. But it's all gonna come in due season. I'm gonna get the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2. And the Lord Yahweh Shai answered me, said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So these prophecies are going to come, man. The division is here for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, meaning that they're going to come forth. They're going to bring, they're going to come forth, man. Like the famine of the word. The famine of the word, which is this truth, the internet being cut off, and the men of the Lord, we're not out there in the houses and hedges no more. That's going to come to pass. It says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So we got to be patient, man. We got to wait for it, man. We got to be patient, Yahweh Shai, because everything all going to lead to, everything ain't just going to happen in one day. We hope it'll happen like that, but that's not the case scenario. Things, certain events lead up to the bigger events. Like we're living in the time of Jacob's trouble now, but very soon Jacob's trouble is going to fully escalate to its full potential. Like for example, you got migrants, you got so-called illegals coming to this country, so-called, that's coming to this country. A lot of these illegals, a lot of them are going to be turned into these UN troops and Gurkha troops. You have a lot of men from these other countries, military-aged men. They come over here, but a lot of people think they come over here just to have a good life. No, they come in here to prepare for battle, man. To have their way with you, you Babylonian people, man. A lot of these Gurkha troops, UN troops, they're gonna be those same so-called illegals, those migrants that come from these other countries here to Babylon. These Moabites, these Elamites, and these other nations. But a government shutdown is inevitable. A government shutdown is inevitable, man. That was the scripture I had in my head, Salakia. What was I gonna get? Book of Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. When it says flee out of the midst of Babylon, it's not talking about get on a plane and physically fleeing from America. No, it's talking about flee out of the midst of Babylon. Flee from the ideologies, and flee from the ways of America, Babylon the Great. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Salakia, be not cut off in their iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. That's right, man. So Babylon, it says, verse 7, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Verse 8. So like a bear woman. Get some tissue. It says, verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Hell for her, take bone for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. Verse 9, We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go, everyone into his own country, for her judgment reached unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. That's right, man. So Babylon can't be healed. Now this place, basically, this place is on its way out, man. Babylon the Great, America is on its way out. You know, you can't heal Babylon. We're living at the end, man. We're living at the end of we're living at the end of America, Babylon the Great. Now, Esau's kingdom is starting to fall, and Jacob's kingdom is going to be established, man. You know, these food prices, these different laws and legislations. It's like these food prices, these gas prices, and starting to go up. Very soon, a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs, and things are gonna be getting out of hand. Very soon, even these celebrities, these so-called people, middle class, these people that so-called doing good for themselves. Right now, a lot of that stuff is gonna be cut off, man. Jake living in the spirit of mirth, having a good time, enjoying themselves. That's gonna come to naught, man. Like today's a boxing match between Canelo versus Charlo. Jake is kicking back, relaxing, watching that stuff, man. Not paying attention to what's going on in the news. More than likely, Jake doesn't understand that a good government shutdown is inevitable, man. When Jake hear that, he's like, nah, they gonna fix it, man. That's actually what's in Jake's head, man. Jake's head is like, when they hear about government shutdown, they really don't take that into consideration. They just look at it, it just goes one ear and goes out the other ear, man. Cause Jake don't consider these type of things, man. Matter of fact, that's a book in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and is occupied in the meditation thereof. You hear that? But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. So we got to be occupied in prophecies, man. And that's what Jake's not doing. He's paying attention to what's going on, these distractions. You got the Canelo versus Charlo fight. You got the NBA season about to open up. All these distractions, man. Jake is just gonna be glued into that stuff, man. Entertainment. Jake is in the spirit of mirth, man. Just living it up, man. Not knowing what the hell is going on. That same, matter of fact, that's a script. That's a spirit. I'm gonna get the book of I think that's Luke 19, I believe. Where it says, let's see. I think Luke 21. I'm finally look it up real quick. Slovakia. Matthew 24. Book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 38. Book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 37. But as the days, I'm gonna start at verse 36. But of the day and hour, no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. I mean, it's like, but of the day and hour, knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Verse 37. But as for the days, like it, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And that's what's going on today, man. You know, guys are just eating and drinking and just living it up, living in the spirit of mirth. You know, just having a so-called good time. You don't want to be in that spirit, man. You don't want to be in that feel-good spirit. You always want to be in that spirit of, hey, we're gonna have a good time in the kingdom, but right now, this ain't the time for that, man. This ain't the time to chill. This is the time to, to be on the move, man. To constantly watch, man. Constantly pray that you be worthy to be protected from the said perils, man. But for as in the days of Noah, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's right, man. So very soon, man, a lot of people are gonna get caught off guard, man. Especially, especially when the government shutdown, actually happens. Little wonder it does. A lot of people are gonna get caught off guard because they're not paying attention, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna catch these people lacking, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna catch a lot of people lacking. He's gonna catch a lot of people slipping, man. And once that happens, a lot of them are gonna be in shock, man, because they haven't been. Because very soon, when they realize the things that we've been saying, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the brothers on downward, they will realize that a prophet had been among them. Because Jake is not paying attention to what's going on. Matter of fact, I'm going to get it since I quoted Isaiah 24 and verse 10. Verse 11, there's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is dark and the mirth of the land is gone. That's right, man. The mirth of the land is going to be very gone. It's going to be gone soon. Especially when these certain mechanisms like entertainment goes out the window. Because when the government shutdown comes, if it does comes, these different NBAs and these NFLs and these different entertainment mechanisms going to get shut down, man. And when all hell start breaking loose, Jacob's gonna try to find answers, but there ain't gonna be none. There ain't gonna be none, man. The Mandalorian is gonna be taken off the streets, and we're gonna be turned, and the hopeful elect are gonna be turned to hunters, man. That's why it would behoove you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to return to Yahweh Shai now. Matter of fact, let me get Isaiah 55, verse 6. Book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Shai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return to the Lord. And he will have mercy upon him to our power, for he would abundantly pardon. That's right, man. So it will behoove you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to return to the Lord now. It says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Shai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. That's right, man. Call upon Yahweh Shai while he is near. And how is he found? Through his prophets, man. Through the elders, through the bishops of Great Millstone that's pushing this word, true and sincerity, and the brothers on that word, like me, that's out there in the highways and byways preaching the words of Yahweh Shai. So it would behoove you to seek Yahweh Shai while he may be found. Because there's going to come a time, man, when the government shutdown happens, when the government shutdown happens, it's gonna be over. So like, bear with me for a second. When the government shutdown happens, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible for a lot of you people, man. Matter of fact, this book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. I'm starting at the very top. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Assyria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, and beware your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is set among you, a sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Verse 17, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. That's right, man. So these different judgments are gonna happen on the earth, man. Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good trip upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. That's right, man. So there's gonna be, different judgments. Certain goods out here, like people nowadays think that, things are starting to, a lot of people that think that America, Babylon the Great, is gonna go back to so-called normal. They're gonna be in for a rude awakening, man. They're gonna think themselves to be in good case, but judgments of Yahweh Shai and and the judgments of Yahweh Shai is gonna come upon us. It's gonna come upon them suddenly. Let me go down to verse. Let me see. Yep. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. But there shall be in every great place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Verse 71. And they shall be like, and those that, and that great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord are the elect, the ones that are out here pushing this word in true sincerity. And they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So a government shutdown is inevitable, man. Once that lockdown happens, people are gonna be, they ain't gonna care about what the officials and the mayors say. They're gonna go and take what they want, man. Yeah, here it is. It says it here. Verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as gold in the fire. That's right, man. Plain as day. I think that 2nd Ezra is 8 and 50. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, book of 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So great misery is gonna happen, man. Don't think that this everything's gonna go back to so-called normal. Because very soon, things are gonna start. We're living in the times of the beginning of stages of Drake's trouble, so things are gonna continue to amplify, man. Great miseries are gonna come upon these people, man. Those that rejected Yahweh Shai, great miseries and persecution is gonna come upon them, because they ain't want to return back to Yahweh Shai. But I hope and pray that the lesson was edifying to you, Akim. I want to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, the bonders of the apostles, and elders of great millstone, peace, sage, and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing this word to that's pushing his word, truth, and society to the next time. Shalom.